calling yourself out on your fucking bullshit and crap. Yeah. All right. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that, right, is taking accountability for dissolving your egoic, selfish nature. All those tendencies that you have, you need to be able to call yourself out of the bullshit and the crap, right? As people, right, who think that we should not be accountable for ourselves and are not working on ourselves, I find that plain ignorance. Yeah. And people that are ignorant, they actually have no awareness of who they actually are, and they're basically on some sort of ego trip. Yeah. So what happens with people? People usually like to always blame other people, and they fail to look at themselves, right? And they don't see the mirror across them, so that is the other person, and they don't see their self-sabotaging crappy tendencies. So I'm here to call these things out. We all do it, right? I do it too. So I want to relate to the word love, right? A lot of people say, oh, I love you, but it's not like that. It's not like that. I don't think people actually love. That's my opinion. I'll explain to you my way of thinking things, okay? I do not think people love, and I think they made it out to be. It's like a man-made word, if I may say, because it makes people feel better to be thinking that they actually love another person. I would call it more of it's a selfish type of love. Yeah, why do I say that? Okay, don't attack me, but listen to my thoughts. I think love, right, is we're unconsciously trying to take things from one another, right? I would call it a transactional type of love, because we're all looking to get things from people, whether we're aware of it or not. And whatever you tell me, you're not perfect, so I'm sure you're doing it too. So what do I mean by that? I mean, we're always expecting things from people, right? And if they don't deliver, we get upset with them. Say, for example, you're expecting your partner to be understanding. In which ways are you a mirror to that you are not showing understanding? Or say that you're single, right? And you're looking for an amazing relationship or a friendship, and you're expecting them to give you the 100%. In which ways are you self-sabotaging yourself that you're not also giving 100% out of it? Because we go on expecting things from people where unconsciously might not be exactly the identical thing, but we're also not giving that. So everything that we are triggered from other people, it's stuff that we don't have either. We might not be aware of it at the time. My question to you is, are you where you want to be in your life right now? Is that all you want to accomplish, out of your life? Are you really living in total bliss? Are you really, have you reached that total fulfillment in your life? I mean, could you perhaps find ways that you could love yourself more, understand yourself more, understand where your feelings come from, understand how you're self-sabotaging yourself? Do you understand that you're, like, every time you might get upset, that it stems from you and not the other person? How aware are you of that? How aware are you of that? Where you're expecting from your partner some certain things, but you might not be delivering in a different way. Living life is not easy. Life takes a lot of work, but you need to work very hard for life. You need to work very, very hard in relationships, in friendships, in everything. If you're wanting a perfect partner, for example, you need to be the perfect partner also. If you're expecting them to give you stuff, you must be willing also to give those things out there. Maybe you're wanting more money. Have you ever thought about that you might actually have a poor mindset when it comes to money? And you're working on that? Because, the way that you're thinking about things have led to everything. How much work have you intentionally put in there? Because it takes a lot of work. We're always looking for ways to find the flaws in people. And, we want to keep them accountable based on the mistakes that they've made, where in fact our decisions and our life choices, okay, and our energetic frequencies have all led us to that exact first place. If you understand what I mean. Because, we are not self-reflecting, because we're not aware of how the mind is working. And we always blaming external things. Whereas we're supposed to look inside of us. We need to try and understand why things are happening. How are we ultimately accountable for everything that's going on within our lives? Very few people are willing to do that because it takes a lot of work. It's a very difficult thing to leave the feelings aside and to recognize your inner self, who you are and why you do what you do, right? Blaming is just the easy solution for people. We're always pointing the finger, whereas if you're pointing the finger, there's another 3 fingers that are actually pointing back to you. We're always trying to console ourselves and not take any responsibility for any of our problems. Why do you think we do that as humans? Apart from the fact that we're selfish, for me, what I like to say is that we do this because we're so poorly uneducated as graduates on the path of life. That's the way I see it. Because we all think that we know things. We think that we know everything, and we always think that we're right about everything, and it's not like that. It's based on our brain conditioning. It's all the selfish ways that we went through our life experiences, and because we have a lack of self-development, and it ultimately has led to this thing. There's actually very few people that are happy out there. The rest are just basically thinking that they're happy, and their ego, their selfish ways, is making them believe that they're happy where they're not. A lot of people are in denial. You need to look at yourself on how life led you here because of your non-involvement with developing yourself. You're way too busy doing other stupid things like low vibrational shit, and that's not good for you. Life has a lot of riches to give you, right? But it's not for the faint of heart. It's for people that actually want to do the work. Actually, 1% of the population, right, are doing something better than the rest of them because it sets them apart. They're educated. They're educated on life. They read a lot. How should I say it? They're always wanting to download in their brains new data, right? So life can be better for them. A lot of people don't care about these things. And a lot of these people are quite successful, and they've been through hell actually, and things just didn't fall out. They just didn't just come on their lap. They really, really worked hard. And these are the type of people you should be looking out for. These are the type of people you should invest in, not the regular people out there that really don't have anything to give, for you to become a better evolution of yourself. Because there's lots of people claiming to know things, that they know things and they do that and they do that. Where has life brought to these people? Where are they? I mean, are their lives so fascinating, that you get inspired by? Because people that haven't walked through fire pits and dungeons and there's people out there that are fighting. There's people there that are fighting for a better life. And these type of people are warriors. They're soldiers. They're misfits. They're the black sheep. They do things differently. And these are the actual people that deserve crowns in this world, and to be put on a pedestal and to be put on statues, And it's not for the average. It's not for the average. But you won't get to meet these type of people unless you start to put in the work. You can just get to see them from a distance. Because while you're busy focusing on the other silly things, and you discredit people that are actually good for your soul, for your vibes, for your own inner being, because you just want to be average. Well, you can be my guest. You get to lead your life. You're the author. So for me, real self-love is being able to call yourself out on the shit in order to grow. And there's lots of room for improvement to grow. Is that all you want until the day you die? I don't know about you, but nah, not for me. Yeah. I don't want to have any regrets. Do you want to have regrets when you're just about ready, when the time comes to die, that you haven't lived your best life? Where does that come from? Don't you just wish that life was better? Most of people are really, really not happy inside their lives. And extraordinary type of things just don't come to everyone in this lifetime. Because why would extraordinary things come to people where they're not working aggressively for the extraordinary? People want to be normal. They want to be average. Very few people want more than average. What type of person are you? What's your self-development at? Because I want to call you out. I want to call all of us out.